Hey guys, I've got another RC car to look at. So this is a 1/18 scale RC car, but this is special. Why? Well, this is the first 1/18 scale RC car that has independent front and rear suspension. You have to see this. Here's another Chinese car that we are going to look at. So this is the Edge Warrior from Frsky, or I'm not sure how to pronounce this brand, but this car has got something that none of the RC cars on the market has. So therefore I bought it. Well, it set me back around 140 bucks or something, I'm not sure anymore, but I will put the link down below. But this thing has got something, that you have to see, and therefore I bought it. But first let me get everything out of the box and show you what's inside here. Inside the box you will find the car, the transmitter, a 2-cell lithium-ion battery, a USB charger, a sticker sheet and a small card. But there is no manual, so I'm not sure if it's standard that they do not provide any manuals or it's just missing in my box. But let's start with the transmitter. So the transmitter is small, but it's capable of one-hand driving and it actually feels pretty sturdy and pretty nice. So it runs on 4 AAA batteries which you need to supply of your own. So this is for controlling the lights. This is your channel number 3, but channel number 3 isn't used in this car. And this is for controlling the speed, but it's only a 1-speed gearbox. So you'll have an LCD display right over here. These buttons are for the throttle and the steering trim, and this is for your menu settings. So turn the transmitter on, there's a small button right over there. Just press and hold it for a couple of seconds and the transmitter will turn on. So this is an awesome transmitter. It's got an LCD screen and you can change a lot of settings inside the menu. If you want to enter the menu, just press enter and then you will go into the settings. So this is page 1 of 9 and you can change a lot of things inside the menu. So this is for your steering, this is for your throttle and your brake, ESC, receiver, lights, etc, etc, For being a transmitter or being a car in this category, this is pretty awesome. Here is the car, guys, and what do you think of the appearance? So this is called the Edge Warrior and I totally understand why they have chosen this name, This looks like a military vehicle or an armored vehicle, I really like the appearance of this car and just look at all the details that they have added to this thing, That's really amazing. So let's start in the front. So here you will have a front bumper and it's lacking a bit of details, but yeah, it's a front bumper. So here is your grille. So there are working LEDs and indicators inside here. When we turn the car around you can see the door, so the doors don't open. You will have some mirrors, some handles and some bars around the car. Also the hatches on the top don't open, they are just for decoration. So inside here you will find an LED bar, which is pretty nice to see. And if we turn the car around, this is a full proper spare tire, so that's pretty nice. And we also have some LEDs inside these buckets. Underneath the car you will find the reason why I bought this little car. So in the front and in the rear it's got independent suspension and that's pretty unique. I have never seen a 1/18 scale car that has got independent suspension in the front and in the rear. So that's pretty unique. So over here you can see some metal linkages and this is for the steering assembly. So behind the wheels you will find portal axles with ball bearings inside though, and it's got metal gears. So that's pretty awesome. So here you can see a metal driveline that goes inside the gearbox right over there, and the gearbox is something that I have never seen before inside a 1/18 scale car. I will show you a small video right over here right now. So also it's got bearings, but the gears inside here are made of plastic, but they are very chunky, so I think that is pretty good. The chassis is made of metal and also the CVDs in the front and in the rear are made of metal, which is pretty nice to see. So all the arms and everything else is made of plastic, but that's just fine. So the suspension are just friction shocks, but one thing what I noticed is that the tire is hitting the inner fender, so that's a bit of a downside. So the tires themselves feel a bit stiff, but I think this is more like a Besser car or something like that and not like a real rock crawler. But yeah, let me throw in a battery and find out. Here is the car with the body off, and as you can see it's using a magnetic system, which is pretty awesome to see. So here you can see the motor, the battery, the steering servo, and here is your 2-in-1 receiver ESC combination with some extra ports, so you will have a third channel. So if you want to do some modding, that would be possible. So to turn the car on, there is a little button right over there. Just press it and hold it for a second or something, and the car will be powered on. The car is powered on and this is full throttle at the low power setting. So this is middle and this is high. And that's a pretty decent wheel speed. So the lights are controlled via this little knob, so now they're off. Now you only have headlights with the indicators, and as you can see, the indicators are not turned on instantly, so that's pretty nice. If you look at the tail lights, they are on and they have got reverse lights, but there are no indicators in the back. So press it again, then your roof light will be turned on. Press it again and then you will have again a strange mode when the indicators will turn on sometimes and sometimes not. So yeah, let's take it outside for a spin. So guys, we're at the first obstacle and this is this incline right over there. So if the car is a bit capable, this should be easily done. So let's find out if this one can do it. Here it is guys, without any problems. Let's go to the next one. On this obstacle normally there's a bit of water around this area, but it's all dried up now, so that's a small benefit to this little car. But this is a pretty steep incline, so let's find out if this one can do it. Now let's find out how this car performs when there is a slope. Well, that did a pretty good job. Let's try again. So this is a more difficult angle, so a difficult line. So let's see if this one can do it. And until now, yeah, let's go up higher. Well, I'm really surprised about that. Let's find some boulders. So I made it a bit more difficult and let's see if he can do it. So, well, throttle wise, this thing is a bit hard to control. The low modulation is not the best, but still, this car performs pretty nice. But you have to, really try hard to get some low modulation in the car, but still, you see, here it goes, guys. Oh, bit bouncy off there. Yeah, well, that's nice. Now let's see if the car can go up again. And here we go, the throttle control is a bit difficult with this car, but still it managed to go up. So I will just give you some driving footage now. So guys, that was the driving with the Edge Warrior. And what do I think of this car? Well, I had a great time driving this thing around, you know. And what it really is, I'm not sure. It's not really a rock crawler or something, you know. It's not really a basher car. It's like an in-between. So you can do a little bit of bashing, you can do a little bit of everything, you know. And I really like that. But there are a couple of things what I really don't like about this car. So let's start with the wheels and the tires which are hitting the inner fenders. I hate that, you know. Straight from the factory off, you can see it clearly here, you know, it's hitting the fenders, and I don't like that. Another thing what I think that's pretty annoying is the throttle response. Well, not the response, but power-wise, you know. Just if you're trying to crawl over some rocks, you know, you really have to work the throttle stick, you know, to get it over there, a little bit smoothly, and I think that's a bit of a downside, you know. So power-wise, this isn't, the most powerful car, you know, but still, it managed to do a couple of difficult obstacles, which is pretty amazing about this little car. And there are a lot of things what I really do like about this car. So this is the first 1/18 scale car which has independent suspension in the front and in the rear. And see the suspension work out in the field? Yeah, I really like that. So it's got metal drive shaft, it's got ball bearing, it's got metal gears inside the portals, you know, that's a big plus. And also, you know, the clipless body system with the magnet system and the clip in the front, you know, this is just superb. Another thing what I really do like is the transmitter. So you can change a lot of settings inside the transmitter, and you even see the voltage of the battery installed in the car, which is a big plus. So overall, I really had fun driving this thing around, you know, and you can have loads of fun with it. Alright guys, that was it for today. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. If you got any questions or suggestions, leave a comment below and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!